Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Study Exam. Today we are going to study about World Trade Organization. We will see the functions, objective, principles and the agreements of World Trade Organization in this video. So, what is World Trade Organization? The World Trade Organization is an intergovernmental organization that is concerned with the regulation of international trade between nations. The World Trade Organization deals with the global rules of trade between nations. It is the largest international economic organization in the world. The Director General of World Trade Organization is Robert Azevedo. The headquarters of World Trade Organization is in Geneva, Switzerland. The World Trade Organization was founded on 1st Jan 1995 with the purpose for reduction of tariff and other trade barriers. It has 164 member countries and the official website is www.wto.org. So, what is the history of World Trade Organization? The World Trade Organization is precedent of General Agreement on Tariff and Trade, which is known as GATT, was established by a multilateral treaty of 23 countries in 1947 after World War II. WTO officially commenced on 1st Jan 1995 under the Marrakesh Agreement signed by 123 nations on 15th April 1994, replacing the General Agreement on Tariff and Trade. World Trade Organization works on the following principles. First, non-discrimination. For example, India is trading with many countries by imposing some tariff on import or export, but according to WTO, we cannot impose high tariffs on one trading nation or low tariff on another. We have to treat them equally. Second, transparency. For example, India changed its policy regarding direct foreign investment, so Indian government released a press note for other countries regarding its policy change. Press note came in effect from May 12, 2015. Third, binding commitments. For example, India is doing trade with Sri Lanka and Thailand, also having trade agreement with Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, Japan, South Korea, Mongolia, etc. Fourth, reciprocity. For example, in case Russia, USA and Iran United Nations Organization trade sanctions were imposed on Russia and Iran, prohibiting them to do trade with other countries. Fifth, safety value. For example, India imposed sanction on import of tires from China as it threatened the domestic tire manufacturing company's sales. Let's see the objectives of World Trade Organization. The first objective is to ensure the reduction of tariff and other barriers of trade. Second, to estimate the discriminatory treatment in international trade relations. Third, to facilitate higher standard of living, full employment, a growing volume of real income, effective demand, an increase in production and trade in goods and services of the member nation. Fourth, to make positive effect which ensure developing countries, especially least developed, secure a level of share in the growth of international trade that reflects the need of their economic development. Fifth, to facilitate the optimum use of world resources for sustainable development. Sixth, to promote an integrated, more viable and durable trading system incorporating all the resolution of the Uruguay round multilateral trade negotiations. So these are the six objectives of World Trade Organization. Now we will see the functions of World Trade Organization. Following are the functions of World Trade Organization. First function is to deal with the regulation of trade between participating countries. Second, to provide a framework for negotiation and formalization of trade agreements. Third, it is responsible for enforcing trade laws and agreement. Fourth, it monitors trade services and trade related aspects at intellectual property rights. Fifth, to assist international organizations such as International Monetary Fund and International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. Sixth, to provide a framework for dispute settlement. Now we will see the agreements under World Trade Organizations. First, Agreement on Agriculture. The Agreement on Agriculture came in effect with the establishment of World Trade Organization at the beginning of 1995. The Agreement on Agriculture has three central concepts or pillars, which are domestic support, market access, and export subsidies. Second, Agreement on Trade in Service. The General Agreement on Trade in Service was created to extend the multilateral trading system to service sector in the same way as the General Agreement on Tariff and Trade provided. Such a system for merchandise trade, the agreement entered into force in January 1995. Agreement on trade related aspect of intellectual property right. The agreement on trade related aspect of intellectual property right set down minimum standards for many forms of intellectual property regulation. It was negotiated at the end of Uruguay round of GATT in 1994. Agreement on application of sanitary and phytosanitary measures. This agreement is also known as SPS agreement. Under the SPS agreement, the WTO set constraints on the member policy relating to food safety, bacteria containment, pesticides inspection and labeling, as well as animal and plant health, imported pests and diseases. Agreement on Technical Barriers to Trade. This is an international treaty of World Trade Organization. It was negotiated during the Uruguay round of GATT and entered into force with the establishment of World Trade Organization at the end of 1994. The objective ensured that the technical negotiations and standard as well as testing and certification procedure do not create unnecessary obstacle to trade. Agreement on Custom Valuation. The Agreement on Custom Valuation, formerly known as Agreement on Implementation of Article 7 of GATT, prescribed method of custom valuation that members are to follow. Chiefly, it adopts the transaction value approach. So this is the information about World Trade Organization. I hope you guys like this video. You can also join us on Instagram and Facebook for daily updates. For any inquiries, send us mail on studyexam01@gmail.com. And don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel, and please also click the bell icon for further new updates. Thank you for watching.